Hello world, it's your boy Zoe Grind. Welcome to episode 4 of the Cook Up. If you've been rocking with us since episode 1, thank you. I appreciate it. If you are not just checking in, make sure you like and subscribe and check out the previous episode. It's your boy Zoe Grind. Welcome to episode 4 of the Cook Up. Last episode we talked about failures, which was burnt meals in the kitchen, how we cope with failures, and what the solution we came up to cope with failures. Make sure you go check that episode out, like and subscribe. We're in the UK right now. It's kind of hot. If you see me sweating, it's hot. Ain't no AC, essential AC. So make sure you cope with that. And I got this, long run hat on, long run hoodie on, Gucci shades, But we're going to talk about our environment this episode, which is the kitchen. And the main point we're trying to make, the core message for this episode is even with the right ingredients, even with the right recipe, you still need the right kitchen. A dirty kitchen can ruin focus, can ruin the meal. A toxic kitchen can make cooking harder. It needs to be clean. Life needs to be clean. Your environment needs to be clean. Your circle needs to be clean. Your habits need to be clean. Your mindset needs to be clean. The energy around you needs to be clean. So that way, you have a good environment and you have a good kitchen, a clean kitchen. The main idea is that your environment support your growth or it could slow you down. There's a lot of truth to that. Your environment could either help you with your growth or slow you down. The main thing about environment when it comes to environment is it don't matter if you come from the bad environments or a good environment. It really gonna come down to the decision you make in that environment. So we're gonna look at all different type of environment you could find yourself in, from relationship environments, financial environments, school environments, athletic environments, and we're gonna see how we could make sure that we successful in these environments and not let our decisions ruin that environment for us. That's why your environment could either support your growth or slow it down. A strong person in the wrong environment can still struggle. A right person in the right environment could still ruin it with the wrong decisions. For example, you take a rich person. I was watching an episode of One Piece, the beginning when they were doing that episode with Luffy, the rerun when his young brother Ace after Ace died. That they're a rich kid, good environment, but he still wanted to be a pirate when he could have been anything he wanted to be and end up getting blown out of sea. You see, so it don't matter if you in the wrong environment, if you were born in the wrong environment or the right environment. It's all come down to the decisions you're gonna make in that environment, because the stars come from the projects. The stars come from the projects, the same projects where the drug dealers, the killers, all them reside in. The doctors come from the projects. The nurses come from the projects. The lawyers come from the projects. So it really comes down to the decisions you make in that environment that will shape your future. So that's already come down to your decision in that environment, because you can't really blame your environment. Let's take some sports. Let's talk about sports. A sports environment. Let's take an athlete who was in a team who got traded. If the team he was on before that, they didn't have no discipline, they didn't have no good work ethic, they didn't really listen to the coach or do the things the coach was asking them. That's not a good environment for a player who trying to succeed and be successful. A better environment is go to another team where the players listen, the players are disciplined, the players are working hard to improve each other in practice and outside practice. Now that's a better environment for that player. I will say that environment really matter for an athlete. As an athlete myself, when I was young, I was grateful to have to be in the right environments as a kid. It wasn't about no money. It was about being happy in that environment and the fact I had love sports. I was in the right environments all the time, full sports. Coming up from Haiti, I had a big soccer stadium where I used to live at in Haiti. So I used to love soccer. I play soccer every day with my friends. When I came to America, I fell in love with basketball. When I look at the projects, at the my project windows, there was a basketball court right there. So I just walked down there, hoop with my friends all day, and that led to me heading on that road, being blessed by God. Even though the decision I made when I was in there wasn't the great ones, those decisions still led me to the right places as a basketball player. But the decisions I made in that environment, some of them wasn't great because as a kid, we used to skip class, not go to class, and just not go to class at all from 7th to 8th grade. So, and that kind of, those decisions kind of didn't work well, but it ended up working well because once God got you on a path of destiny, it's gonna work out regardless. As long as you don't go to jail, because you ain't got your freedom really, you can't do nothing. So that you gotta try and do it, avoid that environment. But for sport wise, potential need to be in the right environment to grow. And as student athlete, you gotta make that right decision to not drink, not smoke, because some of your teammates gonna do that. But if you really trying to be the star player, the big dog, you can't partake in activities like that. You gotta stay putting that work in, keeping your body clean and stuff like that. So all that matter. If you see me sweating, like I told you, I'm in the UK right now. It's hot in a bit. We ain't got no central air. So, and I got this hat and this sweatshirt on, long run. Make sure you check out the website also and get you some merch. Let's look at some relationship environment now. The people closest to you affect your future. Some relationships feel good emotionally, but destroy you mentally. Some people love your attention but don't support your growth. Some relationships feel good emotionally but destroy you mentally. Some people love your attention but don't support your growth. Examples: partners distracting from goals, toxic, arguing, draining energy, jealousy when you improve, selling for comfort over purpose. Like I said last episode, and what the Bible said also: a nagging wife ain't good. I never been married, but that's kind of true. You don't want nobody nagging at you every day, not treating you the way you're supposed to be treated as a partner. That's for men and women. So you really gotta pick the right relationships, friendship wise, women wise, men wise, because that person could either elevate you or bring you low based on the decision they make and the decision you make together. Because if you pick a partner where y'all don't want to be, y'all just want to party all day, drink all day, smoke all day. I mean, think about it. That's not really building. That's not really saving money. That means somebody talking about me. God bless me, somebody talking about me. Yeah, man. I bet I'm sweating. I can't even tell you right now, but I feel I'm sweating. I'm about to take the hat off. Yeah, man. In the shades, you can see I'm sweating real bad. No central air in this country. Yeah, put that bed back on for you. Just let you know. Yeah, if you got a partner that's not really trying to elevate with you, go nowhere. Is that really the environment you want to be in? I don't know. Maybe that's you. Maybe you want to have somebody to drink and smoke and just have relations with all day and be broke. But I'm not saying nothing wrong with that as long as you're happy. Because at the end of the day, happiness come happiness is way better than having a lot of money. You can have a lot of money and be unhappy in your environment, but if you have a lot of money and you're happy with your environment, that's even better. But I don't know nobody who's sad who has a lot of money. If you are, you could just give me your money. You could just be sad with no money, just give me your money. But yeah, that's for relationship. But let's talk about financial environments now. For financially, a bad environment would be people that want to make you spend your money, like you overspending it, chasing images, normalize bad money habits, and friends who mock disciplines. Like, do you wanna be hanging out with people who just wanna waste money all day and not make no money, or you wanna hang out with people that's making money and you making money because the economy is not getting any better. Inflation is going up, gas prices going up, groceries going up. It's time everybody start thinking about the long run and start trying to save that money, man. Cause you gotta think about it. Everything going up, but your paycheck ain't going up. So that means you gotta lower your spending and focus on the things that matter the most. That is eating, shelter, and getting around. Everything else is just probably a waste of money. It's good to have fun. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't trying to be the fun police. It's good to have fun, but seen so many countries now, and not everybody got it like that. Everything ain't peachy, and that's everywhere around the world. It's the same thing. It just gotta make the right decisions to because it's always there. The opportunities are always there to make some money, to save some money, to fix some bad habits you have, and prosper. And now it's 2026. We got AI, and the environment is changing. It's just not physical no more. It's digital. Scrolling all day. That's a lot of distractions. Scrolling all day, scrolling the wrong content, really just negative content. You gotta watch the content you scroll with because your mind is the strongest thing you have. And that's a terrible thing to waste. And your eyesight is the window to your soul. And what you watch really affect what you do. And it's simple as that. What you watch, what you hear, do have an effect on you. You might not notice it. You might not be paying attention to it, but it does. I mean, you have to really study yourself, like Socrates. Study yourself and notice all this stuff because it is like that. What you watch, what you listen to, what you see, really have an effect on all the decisions you make if you're not aware of it. But once you gain that awareness, and you have that awareness, the digital world, you could control it. You could control AI, or AI can control you. Some people never protect their mind. They wonder why they can't focus. Let's do some biblical connection now. The Bible said the environment is everything. Let's look at King David when he was a shepherd. You know, the shepherd chasing the ghosts and stuff like that. He wasn't learning how to be a king. He just knew how to be a shepherd, chase goat. But when God moved him to the palace, he was learning how to be a king from a king. So that means you have to find that person that's in the environment you want to go to and go to them in that environment and learn from them and take what you can and change. So environment is all about decisions at the end of the day. Like I said, it's all about the decisions you're gonna make in that environment. Cause you could be in a good environment and still make the wrong decision. You could be in a good environment and still make the wrong decisions. So at the end of the day, the kitchen, your life, is based on the decision and the environment you are in. So make the right decision. You know, choose God. Put God first. Because in that whatever environment you're in, as long as you got God first, you could trust Him, put your faith in Him, and follow your dreams. Everything will work out. That is a fact. So, what are the solutions to being in the right environment or the wrong environment and making that right decision to be great instead of being foolish? One, you have to clean your kitchen. Clean your kitchens. That means killing all the distractions, the toxic habits, erasing the draining people at your life, closing your ear, blocking the unnecessary noise, which is digital scrolling all day. When you got dreams, you got things to study, you got things to do. All that is distractions. Two, protect your space. Make sure you got the right partner, right relationship, people that are inspiring you, people that are leveling you to the next level instead of trying to bring you down to the bottom of the crab barrel. And three, build an environment that match your goal. Want discipline? Read the Bible. That's a great way to get discipline. Surround yourself with disciplined people. Want growth? Surround yourself with people that are growing. And that's all you could do. Surround yourself with the right people. Know your environment. Know the people you around. Know what they do. Know what you want to do. And hopefully things work out. Because at the end of the day, we all don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, because the only thing we have is today. The time is always now. The time ain't tomorrow. The time ain't the next week. The time is always now. So, and then now we gotta live in the now. We gotta make the right decisions in the now. We gotta forget these solutions in the now. So, stay focused in your environment, no matter what it is, no matter what bad or good is in there, because like I said earlier, the same projects that the doctors and nurses, the athletes come out, the drug dealers, the murderers, they all reside in there. It's all about the decisions you make. So make that right decisions. So the core takeaways for this was we can have the right ingredients, we can have the right recipe, but if our environment is unhealthy, we will still suffer. We will bring suffering to our lives. If we make that wrong decision in the spur of a moment, you could end up in jail, you could end up dead. If you make that right decision, you could end up paid, a good career, family, kids, live the American dream. So a lot of people don't need more talent. We just need the right environment. And this will conclude episode 4 of the cook up, which is your environment. And that's all I want to talk about. I could have got a little more personal, you know. Maybe I should. Maybe this don't conclude the episode. I'm gonna keep it a little personal. I'm gonna look back at my environments. I talked about earlier coming from Haiti, where I had the soccer field and then projects in America at the basketball court, because I fell in love with basketball. But yeah, that's the truth. Like, I had the soccer field, man. I used to love soccer, so I play soccer every day. Came to America. Basketball court right there, right in the projects. Playing. But at the end, I realized looking back, it was God who blessed me to when I made the wrong decisions to go do something I should have done with a friend, and I got in trouble. My parents sent me to live and from Dade County to Broward County to where a high school where I ain't know nothing about, where I met some of the greatest coaches in the state of Florida, from Mr. Randall, Reg, BJ, Morris, Jeff, AJ, Zach, all them boys. Some great coaches, and that really helped me level up my basketball game because I was good, but that was another level of training to be prepared for every game. Even it was district game, we was going hard in practice. So that level from the environment of just hooping at the park, not really being challenged, to an environment where I was challenged every practice, every game to be the best I could be, that really was a blessing because I could tell you the only time I ever got benched in high school was because I wasn't running hard in practice. And I was running harder than everybody else, but I wasn't running hard enough. So that really teach me something about myself, just thinking about that I have to go hard, even if I'm going hard, because it's just what was expected of me. And I expected that of myself. And I always think back to that, why I got benched. But yeah, so your environment is really important for your life, for everything. And in that environment, it's always gonna be the good and the bad. And it's up to you to choose the path you want. Cause it's not really about money. Cause money gonna come to you if you follow what you love and do what you love and follow your dreams. That's how money came to me like that. I'll tell the truth. I ain't never chased money in my life, and I got can't tell y'all, but because that might make a lot of people jealous. But yeah, money. I ain't never chased money in my life. I ain't never did nothing for money. Nothing. Anything you see I'm doing, I ain't never do it for money. It was cause I love doing it, and I told myself I was gonna do it. And somehow, some way, God always blessed me and put me in the right environment to do it. From sports, music, and He always blessed me with the capital at that time to do what I wanted to do. So shout out to God. So that's the only person I could look down and think after my parents who birthed me, who took care of me, who do things when I was young, or I don't know about, or who was young, or my parents who was when I was young, who did things that I don't know about because none of us know what our parents have done for us. But I know they work hard coming up to give us everything we had. Cause I could remember that when we was young, when we woke up, it was gone all day at work doing their things. But this concluded episode environment. Episode 4, your environment, the kitchen. Make sure you choose your right environment. Make the right decisions. I'm out. Peace. Make sure you like and subscribe.